Good morning, everyone, and welcome to The Balancing Act. We are so glad you joined us. I'm Julie Moran.
And I'm Olga Villaverdi. All right, we're talking education today. Love this. Learning online continues to increase in popularity. We're going to hear more from the folks at West Texas A&M.
And can you believe it? It is back to school time. I am in shock. Has your child started to ask you for a cell phone?
Yes.
Okay, my little Michaela, she has the iTouch.
Right.
But I'm not ready to go to
You haven't gone to the other side.
Well, now may be the time to consider making a purchase. We'll talk about that.
Get ready. The Balancing Act starts
Right now. Can I hear it for all the moms of Generation Next, that pre-college and college generation? That includes you. That includes me, too. Maya is turning 16. I think for us, we worry about all the important college acceptance letters. But what about our college-age kids? What's their number one concern? What's on their minds? Well, we asked them, and here's what they had to say.
Higher education does come with a price. No matter where you go, you're going to have to pay a little money out of your pocket so you can study and you can better yourself.
I'm paying for it by myself. My parents haven't helped me one bit.
Affordability was a really big factor. I have an older brother who was going to college at the time, so money was a little tight.
I started looking around because I didn't want to have so much debt when I came out of college.
Well, that was really interesting, hearing their concerns. And here with some excellent solutions to these challenges is Dr. Emily Hunt from West Texas A&M University. So glad to have you in the studio today.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
All right, you know, we focus a lot on online education, older students, but there really is that traditional student demographic out there, right? And we just heard that tuition is a big concern. Why is that?
This generation of students are, they're very aware. They're very aware of their financial situation. They investigate. They have access to so many resources.
Yes,
and so
they do.
These kids know. They know how expensive college is, and they're starting to think about it and plan early.
And do you think colleges know this and they're trying to address this and look at this issue?
At West Texas A&M University, we care about this. We know that this is a concern for our students, and we actually have one of the lowest tuition rates in the country.
Wow, good for you.
It's great. And something else that we're doing to help these kids, when they enter the university, we have a guaranteed 4-year tuition rate, so that from the time they enter, if they graduate within 4 years, their tuition does not go up.
That's really reassuring, and I'm sure that so many economically challenged students that come to you feel great comfort in that.
Absolutely. It helps them to plan, gives them reassurance that they know the numbers, that something's not going to change on them and catch them off guard. So it's one of the ways that we are working to help the student to be student-centered.
Now for those out-of-state students that are looking, they may not physically be able to visit campus. Can you tell me a little bit about where your campus is and what it looks like?
West Texas A&M University is a beautiful campus. We are actually built into the Paladura Canyon, which is the second largest canyon in the United States.
Wow.
So we have some beautiful terrain, definitely. Campus is an active place. It's very student-centered. There's a vibrant student life. We have concerts going on campus. We have outside events. And our tuition is so low that we actually have several students from out of state that get a lower tuition coming to Texas than they do in their very own state.
Wow. You know, another real concern I know for students out there is, how do I land a job? Tell me a little bit about how you guys look into that for students and what your success rate is.
I am an engineering professor,
Okay.
and so I can speak to the School of Engineering, Computer Science, and Mathematics. And right now we have a 100% job placement from our program.
What?
Yes, 100%.
That's pretty amazing. How are you able to achieve that?
It's not just one person doing it. It's definitely a team effort. But
Right.
At West Texas A&M University, student success is our #1 priority. And so from the very beginning, when they come into the school, we are working with career services to help match them with a job opportunity. And specifically in our fields, in engineering and computer science and mathematics, those students are sought after even starting their sophomore year. So we work with industry partners to establish internships and co-op opportunities, and there's a growing energy sector in Texas, so they're always looking for engineers and computer scientists.
And what would you say your secret is?
Our secret is that we care about these students. They are not just enrollment numbers for us. We know them from the time they come in. We have a small enough atmosphere, a more intimate atmosphere where we can know them and understand them and care about them. And so their end goal is that these students are placed in jobs where they want to be.
And do you think that hands-on education is one of the most important factors?
Absolutely. Again, we're talking about Generation Next students.
Right.
And so we know that the way that they learn is hands-on. It's experiential. They have to be doing it to learn it. And so we definitely make that a priority at West Texas A&M University. And specifically, I can speak to engineering.
Right.
We just took some students to Honduras. And this is all part of their classwork. They had the opportunity to design systems for clean water for a village.
Wow.
They developed a
Fantastic.
hydroelectric energy system and built a school. So these kids are getting hands-on education from the time they come in until they graduate.
So important. Emily, thanks so much for coming by. I mean, such great information. Great to have you on the show. We need a shout out for your team mascot, though.
Absolutely. So go Buffs.
Oh, yeah, go Puffs. Great to have you. And if you're looking for quality higher education at an affordable cost, just head to WTAMU.edu or thebalancingact.com. And don't forget, follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
It's back to school, and many kids are returning with more than just a backpack filled with pencils and papers. They're packing their very first cell phone. But words of advice to parents: make sure you have cell phone rules in place. So important. And here with us today is Denise Hutton of U.S. Cellular Corporation, the nation's 5th largest full-service wireless carrier. As a mom who works in the wireless industry, she's pretty familiar with offering assistance to parents going through this experience. And what an experience it is. Good morning, Denise.
Good morning.
I got to tell you, I'm sure there's a lot of moms out there going, yes, my daughter or my son. You know, this is a milestone when a child wants a cell phone. You're a parent, you're worried. You know, you used to hear, oh, and you still hear it, I want to go on my first date, or I want to sleep over so-and-so's house. Now it's, I want a cell phone.
Yes.
But to me, it's like a rite of passage, isn't it?
It is. It is a rite of passage, and with rite of passage comes responsibilities.
It's not just, okay, here it is. No, you've got to earn it. You've got to learn about it. You've got to respect the cell phone, and you got to respect the rules.
Absolutely. And being on the same page as a family and setting those expectations so that you know when your child is responsible enough for a cell phone.
And I have 2 daughters, and I got to tell you, my 13-year-old has one, and now my 11-year-old is struggling and saying, well, I want one too. It becomes a huge discussion. And when is the right time, Denise?
Well, that varies. That varies by family. So we acknowledge that every family is unique and different. And at US Cellular, we want to provide you with some options on setting those expectations. We did a recent survey.
Okay.
And the survey revealed that 13 is right about the right age for a cell phone right now. Teenager. What's interesting is just 5 years ago, it was 15.
Oh, boy.
And we know that the conversation really starts heating up in the family when you're 11. In my case, I have an almost 9-year-old, and it is a hot topic in our house.
And I'm getting it from my 11-year-old because, you know, she'll say, well, Samantha has one. Right. And I'll say, well, but she got it at 13. Oh, and I guess the more siblings, the more pressure, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And for me, you know, I got to tell you, I was a little hesitant when I got it for Sam, but it's given me a lot of peace of mind for emergencies. Sometimes she's dancing in a convention and they take her to another room. I don't know where she is. For me, it's been like a peace of mind kind of thing. But let's be honest. For children, they have other things in mind.
Sure.
Let's talk about that.
So we do know that the right time for the cell phone is when extracurricular activities are heating up. They're in sports, they're in dance in your case, they're outside, and it is peace of mind. But with peace of mind, you also need to make sure that you have clear expectations with the kids. So they are using the phone for a variety of activities. It could be keeping up on pop culture, it could be social media, but there are other good things that kids are using the phones for as well. It's education. I have a colleague who one of their kids did a 3-page essay on their cell phone.
Really? That's awesome. Now, there is no doubt that we need to set guidelines. It's almost like driving a car. You know, you have to set the guidelines, you have to learn the rules, you got to follow the law. So as a parent, I think you got to set those guidelines too. Would you agree?
Yes, absolutely. Clear expectations. On the same page, set those expectations as a family, what it means to get the cell phone, what expectations you have about cell phone use, how they're using it, and where they're using it.
And where do you take that conversation? Let's talk about those guidelines. What do we do?
First off, we have a great tool that US Cellular has created to help. It's the Child Phone Agreement.
Okay.
And it's a document. We actually brought one here for you to take a look at.
A child phone agreement. This is great. Let's see. US Cellular, Better Moments, Parents. Tell me about this.
So it's an agreement that you can customize. It has some common tips and recommendations we have on setting expectations, like how the phone should be used, what type of applications should and more importantly shouldn't be downloaded, what you're doing with your phone. If your teenager is a driver, are they using their phone in the car? Really clear expectations that that is not okay.
I'm going to start checking off a few that I love here. Number one, never talk or text with strangers. Check. Use my phone during times we've agreed upon as a family. Check. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Follow the rules of etiquette. Of course, put the silencer on if you're at the theater or at church. I love these. Only engage in social media approved by the parent. Don't text and drive. Hold on. Check. Circle. Huge. I mean, these are things that, you know, no matter what, I think it makes a difference when the child sees this.
Yeah, what I love about the agreement is it's clear expectations. It's an agreement between the parent and the child. You can customize it, you can print it out, sign it, and that is your starting point for
You're going to sign this and you're going to live by this.
Yes.
Now, once they sign the agreement, don't you think also the parents should also get involved with setting up the phone?
Absolutely. Help them set up the phone. So they're gonna most likely know how to use the phone. But when you set up the phone, again, align on what expectations you have on what applications can be on the phone. Make sure that if one of your expectations is around security, that you as the parent have access to the phone. You know what the passwords are, you know what type of sites they're visiting, and you have those guidelines set in place.
Bottom line, education, education, education.
Yes.
We're living in a tech-savvy world. There's a lot of good things about it, but there's a lot of bad things as well that come with it.
Absolutely. You want to be safe and set expectations, and it really just starts with a conversation with what's right for your family.
For our viewers who'd like more information on this agreement or anything else regarding the cellular phone, where can they go?
Childphoneagreement.com is the website. They can go, again, they can customize it, and you can print it out, and it is free to use and a great tool.
Childphoneagreement.com.
Yes.
Great segment. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
All right, Danny, I'm still thinking about that cell phone for you, so give me a little bit of time. And of course, if you'd like more information, you go to our website, which is thebalancingact.com.
Today's hectic lifestyles, poor diets, and substandard supplements rob our bodies of nutrients we need for optimum health. And joining us to talk about how we can make your one body your best body is Dave Nelson of Your Health, an international advocate for better health and lifestyles. Welcome, Dave. It's so great to have you here on set.
Thanks so much for having me.
I mean, look at this. We've got just a feast of things here. And I just want to start with you and ask you how we can repair some of the damage that we really have done to our bodies.
Yeah, well, it's quite a simple one because the human body is an amazing machine. It's designed to be healthy, to repair itself. The problem is we don't feed it too well.
Yeah.
And that's where Your Health comes in. That's where we help provide people with all the nutrients they're not getting from their diet and help bridge that gap. And the results are incredible.
Unbelievable. You know, I was browsing your website and I came across thousands of, successful body transformation stories. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, well, I think the product, they're that effective that in just 8 weeks, you're going to see a significant physical difference.
8 weeks?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we actually guarantee results. And the average person loses about 14 pounds in that period. But it's not just weight loss. We also have a sculpt category, male and female. But what's really impressive about it is if you go and read the stories,
Yes.
it's about what people feel from the inside out, I think is most important.
It sounds like such an empowering program. And let's hear what people think about that, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
If I'm getting great results from these products without training, imagine what it's going to be like when I can train.
In 8 weeks, we're now fitter, stronger, and faster than we were at the start.
Now to have lost 152 pounds, honestly, I never thought I could say that.
My total amount of weight loss has been 103 pounds.
I was able to lose 35 pounds in 8 weeks.
I really dreamed of having this type of body.
People always ask me, what can I use to supplement? And I know that not everyone can afford organic, fresh, beautiful food every single day. And once I found the super greens and the digest enzymes, the benefits have been incredible.
Wow, such great stories. I mean, tell me, what makes your health product line so different than what's out there?
Yeah, well, we've all heard the saying before, you are what you eat.
Absolutely.
It's not entirely true. There's a little bit more to it. You're actually what you absorb. And enzymes are actually what take the nutrients from your food so you can absorb them.
Okay.
The problem being, most supplements, most food we eat is enzyme dead. So we struggle to get the nutrients out of them. We get bloated after eating, which isn't normal.
Yes.
And that's where we come in and help you not only absorb the supplements, but also the food you're eating every day. So it works both ways.
So I see you brought some of your health products here. I'm so excited. Just tell me about what we've got here.
Yeah, well, I use them all, but definitely the most important element of our health is digestion and elimination. So for that, we have two main products, the Your Probiotic Ultra and Your Digest Ultra.
Okay.
And this actually works in synergy to help your health from the inside out.
I'm taking these right to my dressing room right now. I'm just kidding. That's what people need. That is so important.
Yes, work from the inside out. Most people try and work from the outside in.
Absolutely.
Doesn't work.
Got it.
The next product is one you're actually going to get to try.
Okay, cool.
So
I love that.
We've got the Your Shake,
Okay.
which is super high in nutrition, extremely low in calories, and again, what's unique is the enzymes, helping you digest and absorb it. And you're going to see it tastes pretty delicious, and it's very convenient.
Okay,
so
and this looks like a chocolate milkshake to me, so I'm like loving this. Wow, that's yummy.
Not bad, yeah.
And I hear some of your folks found a way to make this into balls, and use the shake, and so you don't have to all use the shake. There are ways to do it. This is
you
great.
can change it up.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
What else have you got?
The next product, my favorite product, is actually the Your Super Greens. So what we have here is 24 serves of fruit and vegetables.
Okay.
So you're going to get that in just one scoop in a fresh, delicious juice like this.
I'm ready.
You can try this.
I'm ready. Super greens.
And you're getting 24 serves just in one hit, which is, imagine trying to eat that all day.
Oh my gosh, no, this is like my favorite thing now. This is fantastic, and so is this.
Absolutely. Big hit in Australia, big hit down under.
Now, for those of you, or people that want to share their, what's happened with them and their transformations, you also have a way to do that with people that are involved in your company.
We do, because health's such an important element of your overall happiness.
Yes.
But so is your work.
Yeah.
Doing something you love, that's empowering, that can set you up with financial freedom. And that's what we really do as well. And I think in the world right now, the two biggest problems are health and financial struggle.
That's
and we really have solutions for both. And I think the best thing about it is it's super simple. You can start it part-time, either from home or working it on top of your full-time job. And we now have housewives, sometimes they're the breadwinner for the family, which is pretty cool.
Absolutely, love that. Your approach is so comprehensive. How can we find out more?
Yes, what we've done is set up a special website for all Balancing Act viewers.
Fantastic.
We've got some exclusive specials, one-time offers. So what you do have to go to is yourspecial.com, spelled Y-O-R.
That's right, not Y-O-U-R.
Correct, yeah, and log on there. And if you want to be part of this digestive health movement that's going across America, the world, and change your body in just 8 weeks.
Dave, it was so great to have you. You have to come back and see us.
Thanks so much for having me. I hope I'm welcome back.
You are welcome back. And to learn more about maximizing your nutrient absorption for your best body possible, you can also visit us here at thebalancingact.com or get social and log on to Facebook/The Balancing Act Fans.
Thanks so much for joining us and starting your morning right here with us.
Always lots more information on our website, thebalancingact.com.
We're on Facebook and Twitter, even Instagram. Until the next time.
Remember, find your balance. So long, everybody.